see what that does. Anyway, yeah, Tony,
David, how
what are
are
you
you?
doing right there? That's the line. It's working.
I'm loving life. How about
Actually,
you?
I'm loving it. We're looking at the computer and it's recording our voices. What a time to be alive, isn't it?
and it's and it's not being recorded saying anything you can say
No,
will be used against you.
no,
So
it's
it's a
not.
good
Exactly.
thing.
It's not my lawyer. Are you my?
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
hey, how much did your last lawyer cost? I'm trying to think. Back in
Oh
the
my
'90s.
God, thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars.
Well, we're recording this equipment on a free software, and we're here to talk buzz on sobriety. We're talking about step 12 today, and we can only talk about lawyer fees so much, huh?
Yeah, step 12 is a step that's often neglected. I see by people in the program.
Yeah. Well, having had a spiritual awakening, boy, what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it means that you realize there's a God and it's not you.
Did
That's
I?
what I take it as.
Is that what that means?
Well,
God,
you
yeah.
know, to me, that's what it meant. It's, oh, wait, it's not me. Damn it. I don't
Well,
have to drive this bus. That's great.
no. Does it mean I'm sober after 30 years that I've landed, I've
No,
fully recovered?
no. It
Yeah.
means more will be revealed. A
Yeah.
spiritual awakening, not a spiritual ending.
Yeah, as
And
the result of these steps, huh? Not
yeah,
of my therapy books or
no,
my Christianity or Buddhist
no,
teachings, my
no.
Buddhist teaching.
It doesn't say a religious awakening. There's a whole different deal there.
Yeah,
The thing I love about AA is it's not a religious organization. You take whatever you think your interpretation of God is, he, she, they, it, but it's as long as you understand you're not it, I think is
yeah,
the biggest thing.
yeah. Well, and I think it's tricky. We were chatting before we started recording this too about thinking, people we've known in the program and ourselves, or my own experience. It's after coming here a while, I think hearing the same thing over and over again, I think you kind of stop working steps maybe. I don't know.
You can.
And suddenly I think the insidiousness of this disease of more creeps in, doesn't it? I
Yeah, and
think.
just put your recovery on the back burner, and we see it a lot. Oh, I've got to work. Oh, I've got family. Oh, I've got this, which
Yeah,
is why I can't go to meetings.
right.
And I always go back to when I was newly sober, and my wife would say to me, "You go to too many meetings." And I said,
Yeah,
"That's fair. Tell me which one's keeping me sober." She goes, "I don't know." I
yeah,
said, "Neither do I.
I
You figure it
know.
out. I'll quit the rest."
Yeah,
But I don't think there's any one. I think it's a lifestyle, and you have to incorporate sobriety into your lifestyle.
yeah,
Because now you and I, we don't talk, oh, my sober friend. They're just my friends.
oh yeah,
And when we have a party, we don't say, hey, I'm having a sober party for AA. I'm having a party, and it's implied that there's not going to be any alcohol or dope at this party,
yeah,
right? That to me is part of that spiritual awakening. It's a fundamental shift in your view of life.
yeah,
Because when we were out there, my view of life was, where's the next?
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Right? And it's all about me. And
Hmm.
you talk about step 12, having a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps.
Yeah,
What do we do now?
yeah,
We want to share that with
yeah,
others. And to your point, I think if you don't work the steps to get to 12, you don't do 12 at all.
yeah,
You work on yourself and you stop and you say, well, I'm getting what I need. I'm good. And you're missing the greatest step of all, which is sharing with another human being
yeah,
and maybe saving their life.
yeah. And watching them recover. What does
Yes.
that feel? How does
Oh,
that feel when somebody calls you, you've worked with, and
you
there's
watch
a
them come in.
funeral, and their whole family was drunk except them, and
Yeah.
they speak and they call me, and that's a feeling I've had that I just, I was the only one in my family able to speak somewhat coherently at my mother's funeral.
Right.
All the other siblings were drunk and couldn't do it and walk through it.
Right. Right. I
That's
remember that.
permanent. That's a one-time shot, and how does that feel, man? I mean, we would have missed that if I would have said, okay, I got the job, I got a good job now, I'm on a career, I'm working in tech now. Okay,
I can stop everything else.
yeah. I don't need to apply these principles in any other things, right? I can just do it
On
there.
Sunday. Well, I tell you, when you watch people walk in and pick up time and change their life, I think of George, I think of Zach, I think of other people that we know that I saw come in here.
Yeah,
And yeah, I only had 4 or 5 years when they came in, but now to watch what
only.
train wrecks they were when they came in, and we
Amen.
were, and how you and I, we've been friends for 20 years or so,
Yeah, a long time.
and how we've changed,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And I think you have to keep growing or you die.
Yeah.
And 12 is the way to keep growing because you are passing on and sharing what you know with others to help them achieve what we have. And I don't know about you, but there's no greater feeling to me than seeing somebody come out of a jail and see you at
Yeah.
a meeting and say, thanks for coming in and seeing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't, that's the greatest buzz in the world.
It is. It is. Yeah. And I guess people go, I think about the message, you know, and I think it's we're carrying the message of Alcoholics Anonymous. I think sometimes the pit traps can be, there's my way that's done it, and I add something to it, and it takes away from the real bare bones essence of sobriety.
Ego.
You
It's
know?
just the ego coming in.
Yeah, like these other areas I've seen in programs where it's like now it's our thing, and here's this particular unique message,
Right.
and then doesn't it kind of choke it off, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no reason for it. And I always ask when I go to a meeting like that, can you show me where it says that in the book?
Yeah.
And they can't have an answer. And I said, we don't ad lib. This is a
Yeah.
simple program. Why are you overcooking the grits? Just it's simple.
Yeah. You didn't complicate the cocktail. There it is.
Right.
Drink.
It's Jack and Coke.
Jack and
period. So hey, let me get some simple syrup and
Yeah,
some,
no, you're drinking it.
That's
You're
right.
drinking it.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing. And when I hear people say things in meetings that aren't in the book, it's just their ego adding it on to put their own little twist to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't designed for that. It's purposely designed to be simple. And our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern.
Yeah.
As soon as I hear governing, I'm raising my hand going, excuse me, are you governing?
I was at the 902 last week. I was chatting with somebody about an old meeting that's not around anymore, and we were saying, you know, it's a men's stag, and I immediately go, that meeting's not there anymore, right? And it's like, no, it's not. It's because it was choked by a governor that just ran the meeting, did it there, and I think it's so incredibly fascinating. Where I think getting sober, getting clarity, and I think the old character defects of this is mine.
I got to control it. Yeah.
I have to, or I'm going to lose it.
Right.
And Alcoholics Anonymous, like, you don't control shit, dude. Like, it's not. Give it to Tony now. Tony's not a leader. No. I got to lead. No. It's Tony's turn. No. Tony's going to fuck it up.
Exactly. Well, even see that in H&I, right? So
Yeah.
we had somebody at the last H&I meeting wearing those stupid meta glasses and posting it.
Oh
live.
no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
and so
no, I can't
you
do
know,
that.
people are like, oh, I don't know what to do. I go, I know exactly what to do. We
Yeah.
need to tell this person he can't do that.
Take 'em off.
And you see when people get into positions of power, they think of power like I think of H&I, and they always want to change something. And I'm like, why are we changing anything?
Yeah. For what? What gain?
Well, because you're in charge now, we want to change something. What does your being in charge have to do with the program? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the new book, right? The new AA book that came
Yeah.
out. And people are
The
up
simple
in arms.
simple thing. Yeah.
And my thing is, if somebody can read that,
That's
where they
great.
could
I
read
have.
the other one,
I was reading
good
it this
for them.
week. I know. And what's the big deal? The material is just. I don't know. It's like us chatting. Like
Yeah.
we're just sharing our experience, and I think that book is just another evolution of that.
Yeah, and why
I
not?
don't think it's, and why not?
I don't care if it's in 40 different versions. If one of those versions helps one person get sober, then we're doing the right thing.
Did you get sober at the first meeting you went to? Did you go, oh, look at these motherfuckers?
I'm in, yeah. I'm home.
Were you up? And even years. Wasn't there maybe years in your sobriety?
Oh,
When
absolutely.
you're like, you know what? This is a little too hysterical.
Yeah.
You know,
I-
but
I
there's a
became-
truth you hit, right? That got you back in. Like, boom, I'm coming back. I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, the hard part about sobriety to me is you just can't stop working at it. You know, it's like a car going up a hill. You can't take your foot off the gas because
Yeah.
you'll go backwards.
Yeah.
There's no staying the same. That's what people forget is they coast. There's no coasting.
I know.
I work on my program every day, sometimes more than others, but always reaching out to other alcoholics, doing this podcast,
Yeah.
going to meetings,
Yeah.
working with newcomers, working with my sponsees. You know, I saw a guy take 29 years, and it's so funny to me because he killed his last two sponsors. And when he asked me to sponsor, I go, what happened to your last sponsor? He died. What about the one before him? He died. I go, you got a death wish, or what are you doing for me?
Well, I knew his first one. His first one detoured. So it's a windy road, isn't it?
Well, and that's the thing, right? Is as I tell people, you don't choose your family, and AA
Isn't
don't
that the
choose your
truth?
family. I sponsor a couple of kids, and you know, it's funny when I tell them, "Hey, you got to share the message," and they're like, "Well, I don't want to tell anybody."
What do you got to lose?
Well, because they're still ashamed of being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And until you embrace that it's the greatest thing that happened to you instead of the worst thing that happened to you,
Yeah.
you're never going to grow. To me, I came in here like you, like everybody, thinking I'm the
Yeah.
worst human ever.
That's right. A lot of shame. I mean,
Yeah.
I've chatted with an old pal. He's going through some stuff, and we were chatting about this shame thing. And he said, "I can't forgive myself. I just can't do it, David. He's like, I can't do that." I was like, dude, you have to, brother, or you will drink again. Like,
Or
and
die.
I wish that wasn't the case. And I sound so dramatic. I remember hearing, my first meetings and jails, institutions, and death. Like, fucking calm down, dude. What are you talking about?
Nobody dies from this. Really.
Nobody dies from this. Very small percentage. No, dude. My wife last night was at St. Joe's ER, and she was watching, or she had a thing with her stomach, and she went in, and she was right next to, got hammered. The cops brought him into the hospital, and they said, "We can't." They took him out of jail. Whatever he was doing in jail, they took him to the hospital. And they dropped him off. And she heard the cops or the nurse call mom of the guy there, and you're just like, oh, this happens like once a year, right? Once a month, maybe?
No, every 10 minutes. So my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, a lifelong drinker, retired, became a day drinker. She went to the hospital. She was in there for 3 weeks, and the doctor told her, "You've got the liver of a 200-year-old person." He said, "You have two simple choices. You can keep drinking, and I'll see you when you die, which will be soon, or you can stop."
Yeah.
So the husband calls me. He's also a lifetime drinker. He says, "What do I do?" I said, "She will not stop if you don't." I said, "It's going to take two of you. There's just no way."
Yeah.
And then they live right down the street from Joe's Garage or God's Garage in San Diego, which is a great meeting spot. It's open 24/7, and they're a block away. And I said,
Can't
go
go.
down.
Can't go.
Can't go. I'm like, why? I can do this on my own. No, you can't.
God.
And as I was talking to her about it, I said, "Karen, you know me?" I go, "Do you know anybody who's more opinionated and strong-willed than me?" She goes, "No." She goes, "No, as a matter of fact, I don't." And I said, "And I am telling you that I had to surrender to this, and I had to get in a group of others who could call me on my BS and keep me accountable and make me part of their family."
Yeah, that's right.
I said, "If there was a way for me to do this on my own, don't you know I would have done it? And I've tried to do it. It can't be done long term."
No.
So we just saw them recently at a baseball game, and I'll give them credit. They were drinking near beer. It's a start.
It is.
Right? And I get it. And I talked to them. I said, "It's a start." I said, "But if you want to make this long term, you've got to change this, and you need support."
You can't do it.
And we'll see. But again, I'm reaching out, and this is in family. It's hard because when you're an alcoholic in a family, they think you're the alcohol police.
Yeah,
I tell them,
no, never.
This is your life, not mine.
Yeah, drink up, honey. I don't give a shit. Yeah.
I can't change you. Only you can change you.
Yeah, no. What I'm fascinated, even with all the technology, we're talking about the new book that's released. Alcoholics Anonymous did a new book release, which is terrific. I'm enjoying it. And I heard from a pal in Palm Springs, and they're GSR, and they were fighting over it and all this. And I just, what will get the message out truly? It's almost like it's not enough. Like, there's still so much education. Is it education, or is it just a cloud in society that's just still resisting this, or does it just take time to sink through?
You know the deal. You're not ready until you're ready. Right? It's like dating the bad person. Everybody around you can say that person's no good for you. Screw you. What do you know? It's the same thing with alcohol, right?
It's true.
How many people told us to stop drinking? And
so
how many people we tell, pound saying I don't have a problem.
So many.
Right, because I wasn't ready. And it doesn't matter what book is out there or not out there, or how many of us are out there. And we just try to reach people as soon as possible to let them know they have an alternative.
Yeah.
But like the guy who will never forgive himself, the person who thinks they're above Alcoholics Anonymous, they don't want to be labeled.
Right.
I've got a couple of friends that are teachers. I can't do it because people will know I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah. So what?
So I said this one.
And you can help somebody. You can help another teacher, another doctor, another lawyer, another tax prep.
That's exactly right.
CPA.
I told this one girl, I said, "You take Mounjaro, right?" She goes, "Yeah, to lose weight." I said, "Do you tell people that?" She goes, "Yeah, I have no problem with that." I go, So you're okay taking this because you know losing weight will help you live a healthier life. But you won't tell people that drinking alcohol in excess can kill them. More people die from alcohol abuse than ever do from taking Mounjaro.
That's right.
So really, what are we talking about? We're not talking about, you're talking about what you think others think of you. And that's the problem, right? Society judges and people don't want to be judged. And what I tell people is, if I could take away your greatest character defect, I think people would love you more.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Well, and how do we, and I, thinking about a step 12, I think it's the real love of Alcoholics Anonymous to help somebody that, you really can't, you don't know, but you can help, and you're available to help,
And
is the greatest love of all. It's the greatest love I've experienced.
Yeah.
And going into H&I, walking into these jails, prisons, institutions, and it's like, I'm not there to sell you on be an employee at my firm or my, go work on my car and go mow my lawn. I care, and that's what I got, man. When I got in here, I care about you. And I'd be like, that's impossible.
So to me, about a 12-step, what I really find fascinating is a guy who came into my office. His dad was a client. His dad choked to death in a restaurant in front of dozens of people for 12 minutes.
Wow.
And died because he was too drunk and they couldn't do the Heimlich because he was just so drunk.
He couldn't. Oh.
So he comes in, he goes, I don't want to be like my dad. And I said, okay. And he tells me the story. And he tells me about his drinking. And I said, so why are you coming to me? He said, because your radiance over AA, your conviction just flows out of you. Anybody who's around you for 10 seconds can feel it.
Yeah.
He goes, I need to understand how and why you feel as good as you do.
Yeah.
That to me is the 12-step taking over, and then I don't have to say a word. Just by my actions, attract people that want to do the deal.
Yeah.
The 12-step is, can I help you? Yes. Do you want help? I don't care. I'm here to be of service.
And how can I be of service?
Right.
And
at the convention in Vancouver last year when we went, this lady said the greatest thing in the world. She had 40 years. She says, we should be preaching AA every day in everything that we do. But speak only when absolutely necessary.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And that to me was like, wow, that was such an eye-opener. It isn't what you say, it's what you do.
Yeah.
You want to help people, be an example so people get drawn to you.
Yeah.
How come you're so damn happy? I remember getting sober going to Disneyland. Too many damn happy people here. Have a nice day. Go screw yourself. That's how I felt, right? Because that's how miserable we are.
I bet.
And now you go to AA and you become a hugging machine.
Oh my God! I'll still never forget. I still never forget. I was at Fullerton Alano Club. I was 21, and I just saw all this hugging, and I was just like, the Moonies, like these people have been hypnotized. They've been hypnotized.
No, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. It's true.
And here I am in the corner, just shriveling up like
don't
a little.
touch me.
And my mother, I'm 21, goes, David, boy, your hands sure shake for being 21.
Yeah.
I go, yeah. Well, Mom, I'm under a lot of pressure.
Like I didn't pee myself. I came in just so barbed wire-ish. Don't touch me. And Glenn, our sponsor when we first started, he would hug you like the skunk and the cat cartoon, where you're trying to get away, and he's putting this 30-second hug on you that you think is 4 hours.
Yeah.
So uncomfortable.
I know.
But it was what you need.
Look at it. Look at us now. Here we are. A couple old farts now.
Yeah.
You know what? Still passing it on. I hope you're listening to this thing. It's like Tony and I care. Alcoholics Anonymous cares. This little podcast, little thing. It's just sharing our heart.
Yeah.
And that's what lasts.
We don't know you,
no.
but we care.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you want help, we are everywhere. You just need to seek us out.
You know how to do it.
Unfortunately, we cannot drive around looking for you, but you know where we are.
Yeah.
We're in every directory. We're in every phone book. Now I'm dating myself. Every search engine you can find.
That started in the A.
Start
in the A. Huh?
Just put in AA, and you'll find us.
Yeah. Well, God bless you, Tony. Great seeing you as always.
Good to see you, my brother, and we will continue this on
Sounds
our next
good.
chapter.
Cheers, babe.
See ya.
Night-night.